Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of Welcome to the Mapness, where I am building maps for my next office game, which will take place tomorrow. And oh wait, I forgot something. Activating all the stuff. Servus. Yeah, so another episode, another map to build. In the last session, they arrived at the so they were already in Omu. By the way, for those of you who don't know what we're playing Tombs of Annihilation, and they have arrived in Omu, and they are now exploring the puzzle shrines. So they have already visited 2 shrines, and they are now about to see the next shrine, which is Ijin's shrine. And hi Chris, welcome. And Ijin's shrine, they are facing a little problem because they ran into an ongoing battle between the Red Wizards, thank you for the follow, between the Wizards and yeah, hi visitors from Orkenspalter TV. Hallo, hallo und herzlich willkommen. Oh, Myri, hi. So they have been running into an encounter where the Wizards of Tai, the Red Wizards of Tai, are currently fleeing or fighting the UNT who are chasing them, and the party's in the middle of that. So we're not only building the temple map itself, but we're also building it in a way that there could be potentially a 3 parties fight over the surrounding buildings as well. So that's the goal for tonight. And yeah, hi everyone, hi, thanks for rating us. So let's go into map view. Thank you for the follow. Screen share. So here we are. This is what I have already prepped. Let me quickly hide it. So we have basically for tonight we have 2 goals. A, we need to build the shrine, which we're going to do first. And second, we have to, let me zoom out a little bit, scale to fit. We have to think about the surroundings of the shrine because there are currently UNT chasing Red Wizards, and the Red Wizards are hiding here, and the party is approaching the whole temple area from here. So they're seeing that there's a combat, and they have to decide whether or not they want to participate, wait, or if they participate, which side do they pick? So that's the goal for tonight. So I've already started a little bit. It's very simple. I cloned one of the maps that we did before. So if you go back to YouTube and watch one of the previous mapping Welcome to the Mapness streams I did, you will see that we have already built the Wongos Shrine. And I basically just took that and adjusted it, cloned it and adjusted it to my needs here. And now we're going to add, and you see I have uploaded a blueprint here that is helping me for that. We're going to add the inner parts, which are a labyrinth. So when it comes to labyrinth, I usually prefer not to try to make those walls as single walls, but I'm trying to make those things as rooms, because then I can uncover section by section, which makes it easier. So let me tune that a little bit down. I just need that for reference. And let's go back in. Don't forget, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you don't know what I was doing, if you want to see something how in DGNFOG and want to know how it works, just ask. But please type question in front of it so I can see it. There we go. So, let's pick. So we're building the rooms inside here below ground, and we're picking a different floor texture for that, which could be, I don't know, let's see. So the thing is, as far as I know, there are a lot of traps in there, which means that we should pick a floor that kind of supports the idea of swinging blades and stuff like that. So let's play around with that. We can change that later. Okay, before we're going to do those little niches here, no, let's start with that one first. So the thing is, let me bring that back because I believe you're not seeing that as good as I do. There are those little niches that most likely are going to trigger a trap because that's why there is a different floor here, so things might go wrong. If we want to do them like that, our grid is currently not really supporting that. As you can see, my grid is, what is it, 70 pixels, and I need to have a much smaller grid for that. So there are two ways to do that. Version number one would be I just hand trace those things, or what I prefer to do is I at least go down, let's say, well, 35 is hard to half. Let's go down to 17. Because as you can see, I hope you can, let me bring the grid up a little bit. As you can see, the grid is now, I just changed the grid size, which gives me a lot more snap to grid options. So when I go in and create the room, and let me zoom in here a little bit more. So when I go in and create the room, dip, 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 dip. Let's do it like that. Nope. I didn't optimize my blueprint, so there is a little offset between what I'm doing and the blueprint. So I'm cheating a little bit here. There you go. This looks really weird because I have such a big inner wall thickness, which is fine because now I will go back up to size 70. And I will have to adjust my wall thickness down to 2 probably. Now it's working. What we can also do, I'm not sure if it really plays out at the end. Yes, we can make those things round. Selecting each wall segment and then making it round. And I will turn off the lighting for now because that gives me some more performance, and it doesn't always update, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so the next thing is that room had a specific floor tiling, which we're going to do as well. And we're going to, that's an interesting one. Wow. Two, still too big, one. Yep, but I don't want the snap to grid active. Well, I have to. Okay, we will manually adjust it later. Let me see how that looks. Well, that looks interesting, but not what I was looking for. So let's change that texture. Crude stone tilings. How about that? That's amazing. I like it. If we... Nope. Oh, go back. Let's rotate. That's what I wanted to do. I want to scale it a little bit. And move it somewhere to the center. That will be the center. Yeah, we're trying to get as close as possible. By the way, this is not the center. We're trying to get as close as possible. The question is, do we want that to be indented into the floor? Do we want to have it stick out? Or do we want to have none of those? From a visually perspective, I really like the indented one. It's not probably not. Yeah, that looked best. So my outer stairs are offset, terribly offset. There you go. And apparently we should have doors there. So let's go for double doors. And no, that's the light settings. Snap to grid. No. Why can't I place you? Why are you snapping to that? Oh. Right. The whole room is a little bit offset. Come on, I want. Me, moo, why can't I touch you? Okay, let's tackle that later. The whole room is a little bit offset, so we're going to have to adjust that in a second. I was at the doors, but I believe the doors are now also, because they are trying to snap to that weird, because the room is not on grid. We could. Ha! I forgot that I can do this. I can scale the room. Nope. Now I've scaled the... Still wondering why I can't let me move you here. Just for the sake of... Why can't I... We will find out later. So what I should be doing is I should be then readjusting the room to like here. Now you see how the room is still offset a little bit. And I could solve it if I was able to shift the room, but for some reason I can't right now. I could, however, at least shift those points. And there's a little offset here, and there's a little offset there. And now I should be able to place my door here. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So let us see what else. Let's bring that back in a little bit. Nah, I don't like it. I wouldn't have expected that this room is bothering me so much. Well, that's the problem when you're trying to be pixel perfect. Okay, there you go. Now this is getting at least a little bit better. And now we are going to add those here. And again, we're trying to stay on the grid and not so much on the blueprint because I did not optimize the blueprint. Nope, it's still, I'm sorry, we have to redo that room. That is not working as I wanted. Because now we're having the same problem with those niches here. So we're going to redo this, otherwise I will just go mad. So first of all, let's do this. This is going to be one passage here. And we will already know that this wall is hidden and this wall is hidden as well. Okay, let's continue. Then we are going to I should have started the other way around. Now I have that one, and we are going to hide. Oops, sorry, wrong wall. We're going. No, I did what? I did not want to do that, and that either. Hide and hide. Okay, so we have that passage here. Let's go for. Okay, this is going to be my next chunk, and we're going to do the same thing. So. Now we're going to start here. Okay, and there's no other way than to do this. Oh, but because this is... Careful, this should not be below ground, this should be normal. So this should be normal. And this should be below ground. Okay. And next up. Let's go the other way around. And let's end it here. Okay. Hide and hide. There you go. And this one needs to be hidden as well. So we are continuing. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, this can be like that. So we can hide and hide. And as you can see, the further we go up, the more we are going to experience the offset, which is really confusing. So I'm already regretting that I did not properly set my blueprint. Okay. But we're almost done. So there's a door. Why are you suddenly... Okay, we will fix it later. No, there's a door. Dum 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 dum. And there is a wall. Okay. And I'll just quickly check. Right, and now let's continue here, which means we have to do this. Oh, this is going to be exactly on the corner. And close. So this is going to be hidden. And this is going to be hidden. Was that correct? Is that how this room looks? Yes, it is. And now we're basically just getting like this. You're hidden. And you are hidden. Okay, 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 okay. Almost there. So we have this one. Wait, what? Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay. Okay. How are we going to do this? We're going to do this the same way. Okay. And then we have you here. Block, block, down. Which means you are hidden and you are a door. That's fine. So now we have the final room here. Into the door. Yeah. And into the door. Okay. So for some reason I somewhere switched from above ground to from below ground to above ground, and we're going to change that now. That's what the paint rooms tool is for. Very helpful, because now I can pick up the settings from this one, and I will just quickly go through all my rooms. Double checking, triple checking. Yes, yes, there's a... Which one? This one was not. And you, my friend, are hidden, but you are not. Okay. So, because of the hidden walls here and here, we're getting those ugly corners. And we will see if we can do something about that. If not, we can hide it behind props. But I believe the effect is so strong because the wall thickness is so high. So if I reduce the wall thickness to 2, it should be less obvious, but which means that I will still have to do the same thing. Pick up, paint, yes. Paint, 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 paint. Which one did I not paint? This one. Oh, and we need to have. Oh, and that one was the single wall. That's why it's not adjusting. What kind of evil lurks at those X markers? Traps. I will read the script once I have it open. I don't have it open yet. Because we will have to figure out what traps are we going to design in what way. Right now, I'm not really convinced if I want to have such thin walls, because they look like you could use a hammer and go through them. So I would rather go with 4, 4 and make them a little thicker, even though that means that we have to hide those wonky corners. Did I miss something? I don't think so. And I believe, yes, almost like a drywall. I believe that there should be, yes, there should be a passage, which I forgot. The split wall. Okie doke. Oh, and there's World Anvil. Hi, hello everyone. So now we go to 4 and 4 here as well. Wait, yes. Why are you 2 still? I thought I... Now, there you go. Welcome, Raiders. Right, okay, so we have the base layout. We've already... Let me just quickly add the doors, because we're going to need... Otherwise we will forget them. So there's a door, and there's a door. And... Now let's tackle this terrible room. And let's try this once more. So... What is this? This is for my game tomorrow. And it is the Ijin's Shrine from Tomb of Annihilations that I am currently trying to rebuild in DGNFOG, and I'm trying to be as true to the original as possible. So let's do this. How many? We have 4 niches there. We have 3. This is math. I hate math, as you all know. So we have 5. I will not make 4 niches here. Let's do 3. So let's halve that. And halve that once more. Nope, I can't do that. Now I can do it. Okay, let's stick with that. Oh, damn it. Okay, I don't care. We will simply extend that wall a little bit. Okie doke, which means that we are now going to cheat even more. We're going to make it like that. But at least now everything is on the grid. And that makes me a lot more happy. Well, you know, the banana dinosaurs, they are attacking the temple. So they will join us later when we're going to do the other buildings. Okie doke, and let's add a double door. Nope. Let's stick with, thank you. Let's stick with the original. And we should not forget to bring back our original grid. And was there a door here? No, this is just leading into the thing. So I need to split my wall here and split my wall here. Hide and hide. There you go. Oh yeah, right, sorry, apologies. So if you want to do a curved wall, all you need to do is you select the specific wall segment, and then you can go circle or curved, where the only difference is circle gives you this little control that you can also invert, and curved is giving you those Bezier curves that you can then manually adjust, which I rarely use because most of the time I'm always just using the circle tool. All right, so okay, then we wanted to add, let's do this again, and now it's also perfectly aligned. Everything falls into place. I love it. This one, but we used a different texture. We used the crude stone tilings for that. And let's make, nope, let's make it a little bit bigger. There you go. And now if we want to, we can try to align the stone tilings because of the grid and the way that the textures work. This doesn't look really nice. So we can go in here and try to adjust the scaling a little bit. No, let's go to 130. Ah, too much. This is the best I got so far, so let's see if 118 helps us. Yes, it's 100 and probably 16. No, it's not. 117. Okay, so 118 was the best I could get. Are there some align tools to perfectly align rooms relative to other objects' rooms just for? Yes, so the thing is, when you want to align something, and it wasn't working before for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe I should save and reload. Maybe it was just... Let's try that. Save and reload. I don't know why it's not liking that today. Let me show you here. So when you're drawing a room, oh, maybe this is something that has to do with below ground? No, it does not. It's just not working on this map, which calls for a bug report. So usually you can touch those outer circle lines and then pull them to the grid, which means they are always snapping exactly to the grid. The same goes for everything else that you do. You have the option to, where is it? Where is it? There, snap to grid. And then you can snap to the center or to the corners. So this one is, it shouldn't be cut off here because of the rooms, but if I would make this above walls, like I can make this above walls, then it will extend to here, but that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is we want to edit that shape. And then now you can see I'm snapping to the grid, like this. So what we want to do is we want to subtract from that shape. Undo. I unfortunately did not snap. There you go. And let's move it down just a little bit. So now we have the corners. Now it's looking perfect. Move function for large walls on rooms was already fixed. You should run a reset to ensure you have the updated working properly. All right, I will do. So let's just save once more. And what else is on that map? Like, I feel like there isn't much more apart from some spider webs and the ominous X's. Oh, right, and the shrine there. So I think now when it comes to decorating that, we don't need that inspiration anymore. We can just go in and start decorating. So first of all, what do you think about the floor? Do we like the floor? Do we hate the floor? Should we change the floor? What do you think? Looks okay. Great. So let's add some spider webs. Now I think what we could try, because the floor is really, yes, exactly. The floor is really high on contrasts, which means that my spider webs are not going to be very visible. What we could do is we could go into the floor and reduce, no, the saturation is not what I want to reduce. Increase the lightness. Do we want to do that? No, decrease the lightness, I should say. Yes. That gives my spider webs a little more oomph. Okay. So back to that tool. Pick up paint, paint, paint. Paint, paint. Tip, 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 tip. And we have them all. Yeah, that floor was definitely not scrubbed for a long time. So we should make it darker, not lighter. Okay, let's add up it up. Control D for duplicate. Rotate, let's make that a little bigger. Place out. like that. And probably, let's make it a little bit smaller. There you go. Let's put some here. And so that's something in the room. So I don't know yet if I want to put it here, but let's do some here. And maybe here. Okay, so I think it's time to bring the nodes because we need to read what those X's do. I'm just quickly looking at the official book. That's true. If those are, well, you know, they had a lot of time to build those webs. So even if they look like unnaturally big, they are more like the concept of a lot of webs hanging there. Locations in the city. Egen Shrine. There you go. Oh, come on. Okay. So, this room. 32 tiles cover a 20-foot long, 10-foot wide stretch of the hallway. Yeah, okay, almost. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, it's 20 foot. And 10 foot wide. We're still doing good here. The question is, are those 32 tiles? 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, but we will pretend they are. Each tile is 5 feet square, and the tiles are arranged in 8 rows of 4. Oh, there you go. Nope, not at all. Sure, I can, but I'm the only way to really make it exactly to the description, I believe, would be by making each tile separate. Because if I'm playing around with the, like, if I'm making those smaller, if I would go in there and say, okay, let's say this is, we started at 100%, but then it's still like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would have to stop here, but I would have to get a little bit wider. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to, there would need to be like a rectangle. So what we could do is just for the sake of fixing our OCD problems, what we can do is we can build something like that, where we say, okay, snap to the corner. We're building it in original grid size, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be Oh no, where are you gone? One, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Okay, so this would be it. Now this would be perfect, and if I switch to the crude stone tilings, this does not work anymore. But that's fine. We have the exact correct size. So we can put that in here and just scale it down. Place it here. And now we should be able to adjust that a little bit at least, which would mean that if we go up to, we should be a little bit bigger. Yeah, we're still having the same problem. I would have to move it over here because the texture is baked onto the map. It's a seamless texture, and we don't have a texture offset that you can set. So even if I perfectly adjust it like that, the second I would move it back, it would still use the global texture position. So regardless of what we're doing, we're not going to make it like that unless we draw each tile really as a separate one. And so there are symbols on each tile, and you have to step on a specific pattern to pass this hallway of arrow slits that shoot poison darts. That's what's happening in here. Now the thing is, there is a specific player handout that you can give to your players that show from the original book that show the floor layout. So basically, whatever I'm doing here, I'm just showing the map as a representation, and then the players will get the player handout, and they will look at the handout, which means they look at the tiles that the handout contains, and then they will decide how they walk. Which means I don't really want to waste too much time on that one. Let's go back to the original setting here. Or let's do the complete opposite and make it a little smaller. Oh, look at that. Almost. We can live with that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens if I move you here. Go into subtraction mode. Well, the thing is, I need my snap to grid. Oh no, I did it again. Look at that. I don't think that I've ever spent so much time on something like that. Yeah, OCD satisfied. Exactly. Like it can be, and then it's not leaving you. Like you're always thinking at the back of your head, like I could do better. Um, so I could still do better, but we don't want this whole stream to be just about Till fixing everything here. I probably will do that tomorrow. Let's continue, because we wanted to find out what the X's do. And the X's are, let's see. They're just X's, so probably, what are they saying there? Yeah, okay. Characters can avoid the trap by flying or teleporting across the hallway, or by using spider climb spells to crawl along the wall ceiling. This is going to be changed for tomorrow because my characters can fly, and well, at least they can fly over the entrance. Almirage tiles. A detect magic spell reveals an aura of abjuration magic around each Almirage tile. A creature that steps on that gains hit points. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Yeah, but that's still the tiles puzzle. There you go. Traps are riddled throughout the dusty maze. Hidden pressure plates in the floors are located in the positions marked X on the shrine map. So whenever someone that is heavier than 20 pounds steps on such a pressure plate, a sharpened axe blade swings from a hidden compartment in the ceiling, making a melee attack. So this is all just the same swing blades. A character searching for a trap spots a pressure plate and can wedge an iron spike under the plate to prevent the trap from triggering. So, dog is coming back to life behind me. So the thing is, we can't mark them on the map per se, because then my players would know that there are traps. But what we're going to do is we're going to place them for me as hidden objects. And in our latest, I think in our latest community, prop pack, we did more traps. Oh, right, they were on a flavor, and then let's close them all. Traps, there you are. And now we have new traps here. But there is no swing blade. Yeah, we're just drawing a red X. I would love to, but the map label update isn't there yet. So no writing on the floor. But I think what we could do, I think that one is great. So there's a trap, and now let's, first of all, let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's true. I can use the brush tool to draw an X there. Anywhere else? No. Okay. But you know, I feel like this should work a little bit different. Um, The unsuspecting giant saw blade that suddenly appears. So, although the book says those are swing blades and they kind of swing down and chop you in two pieces, having the saw blade here keeps me thinking, what if you trigger the trap here, the saw blade will comes down the pathway chasing you a little bit. So it's following a given path, and then it kind of crunches into the wall, or it might be like, and then it's retracting, moving back to here. Yes, like Pac-Man. Which means that we are now, and I'm not sure if I can do that. Yes, exactly. You're already saying it. I'm wondering, yes, and I can do concealed brush strokes. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we're going to do with a different texture, something that, probably that one, but much smaller, not 320 scaling, 100. And it's going to be very thin. One is probably still too much, yes. So let's make 0.2. And we need to zoom back in. I believe with something like that, I have to put the softness almost to 0. We will have to play around with that. Okay. Now, the reason this is happening is because we have moved between two rooms. So I need to finish the brush and then continue in the other room, something like that. And what do you think? It could be more subtle, right? This is very obvious. People will be like, oh, it's a track on the floor. I think this should be more like that. And maybe we should change the texture. I thought it was a clever texture, but it's not. Or is it, and we just have to make it black? Yeah, well, the saw blade will be technically the saw. Okay, so technically the saw blade is concealed. People will not see it, which means that at least this track should lead into the wall. Yes. Well, a pressure plate triggers it, so we have to define a pressure plate somewhere. And this one could be... I will make, just for now, I will make those... yes, fine, finish the brush. I will make my brush strokes above the wall so I can ignore the room restrictions. So apparently, if we say they... I think this should be a rule. They start in an outer wall and they have to end in an outer wall. Because... just because. So this one can't start here. But it can definitely pop out of here. Which means the path could be... something like that. Well, it comes out at an, I would say, at your hips height out of the wall. So and it's kind of chasing you, and it might, yeah. How? Well, don't let's not get into the mechanics too much. It's a flying blade. I was thinking it could be on something that actually sticks out, um, the floor, but then you would really have a rail. Then you would have a rail there, and I'm not opposed to that idea, but then we shouldn't do those freehand lines, but we should do proper rails. Um, so compared to those two, this actually looks better. Yeah, so that's exactly the point. Reinhardt just says, are the traps magic powered or through actual engineering? Because the blades could either levitate or need to be suspended from something. Exactly. Uh, if we say they levitate, then they would levitate right above the floor, at least so much that they can create those scratch marks. If they are mechanically sticking out, then we would have to really think about something like a rail system that leads those blades around. And you know, there's this spell, Densest Floating Disk, and Tensor's Floating Disk. Yeah, and I think this could be a modified spell of that. This could be a floating. This could be a floating Beyblade that is chasing my players here. But that means that we should think about clever chasing tracks. Because right now, I'm walking here. Okay, here I'm triggering one, and it's going to be like this, and then we'll have to make a deck save. I would say whenever they step on the path, they trigger it. So wherever, um, wherever they step on this little path line, they will trigger it. It's not a specific plate, but it's the whole path. The whole path is like a magic sensor that triggers our Tensus Beyblades. That's how the spell is called now. And there should be areas where they can avoid them, which is here. And well, we've said that it should vanish in another wall, which would mean that we could finish the brush. So this one is simple. This one could go like whoop. How was I can't remember the short key for changing. The path through scratching on the walls too. Yes. Well, we're going to add some scratches. And we're probably going to add some debris that is flying around, or lying around because it has been cut out of the wall. This one is stupid. How am I going to do this? It could come out here. Yes, that's exactly. Ooh, that's a bad one. It's finish brush. It's coming out here and going back in here. Nice and deadly. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put you here, and we should not forget to make them. And we also should make them above walls. Concealed. Okay. So that one is coming out here and going in here or here. No, I think it should be like this. Okay. Okay, you don't like it there. Now you do. There you go. Hey! So, let's see. That one needs to be concealed. That one needs to... Let me just put it here so I know that it's starting here, above walls. And concealed. And... let's just change for all of you. Sorting order. Okay. Okay. And above walls. There you go. Above walls, above walls, above walls. You need to start here. And you need to be above walls. And you need to start here. Okay, I think there should be some blood spots somewhere. And corpses. No, what am I doing? Blood. Mm-hmm. Drop a shadow. And let's make you something like that. Oop, there is a room switch, right? Okay, let's bring in some more brushes here. Not above walls, and now let's go for Let's see how this looks. Yeah, let's just test it with one spot. No, that looks like this floor would be filled with stones, so that's not working. Ooh, I like that a lot, but I think we should need to rotate it by 90 degrees. And what happens if we darken that? Till is not convinced. Okay, let's try that one more time with... No, that's not working. So that is working. And I think the problem is that we're having too much softness. Yes. Okay. So this is perfect. I like it. And let's keep it to a smaller area. And it's still a little bit too dark. Let's check. Yep, that's good. Okay. So we are going to pick that and oh no, it's not keeping my softness settings. Okay, so if it's not keeping my softness settings, I think this is on our bug list and will be fixed with one of the next patches because it's not storing the softness slider. We can just duplicate that because then it keeps it. And now I'm just decorating my tunnel ends with that. And some corners. Oh, the spider web needs to be on top. Just to add some variation to the... Maybe we could do something here. Yes. Just to add some variations to the floor texture. Let's do something here. And then you need to be on top. Okay. Next, we said we wanted to make some scratch marks. Yeah, I will find that with a spelling mistake. And let's make it like that. But my scratch marks need to be above walls because so was the rest. Okay. More scratch marks. Okay. And let's add some spider webs here. I'm not sure why we would have wooden debris here. Debris. How do you spell that? Do you say debris or debris? Debris. Okay, thank you. Ah, I know what I want to do in here. I want to do the archways. And they're going to be above walls, and they're going to drop shadows, and they're going to sit here. But we need to recolor them. Oh, come here. Okay, and if I remember correctly, we did that here. So all I need to do is -11, -52, -7, and it should work very nice. There. -11, -52, -7. Was it that? I think so. -11, -52, -7. Yes. Okay. And let's make you a little bit smaller. And now we can also cover those little corner mistakes. There, that one. Let's do one here. Oh, but don't rotate, my friend. But you should be mirrored. Because my players would be coming from here. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, okay. And they are coming from the other direction. Which means I never... No, that was not it. I need to mirror it like that. Okay. And why on earth? Where is that? There. You're above walls, but you should be not. Yeah, that was a stupid idea to set them above walls, because it is messing with my... That's what I wanted to do. Okay. And now it's not above walls. Perfect. So let's just last for that one because it's already 10 and I wanted to do the outer encounter as well. So let's just go for my puddle of blood. You are not going to be above walls, you're not rubbing shadows, you're black, and you're just adding some spots here and there. That's a great idea. I will do that. I love it. Forecaster just said near the end you should put a jammed saw blade that's stuck in a body going into the wall. So if the players manage to go through, they get to see what they have missed. And that is a brilliant idea, and I think that will perfectly fit here. So let's see if we have. Because we have some pretty amazing Dead Knight. I think there are better ones. Let me see. Church, Dead Priest, no. Desert. Dead Body? What are you? Jesus. What are you? Oh, you're buried in sand. Okay. Dead Tree, Greek. Pirates, Dead Tree, Vikings, Dead Warrior. Dead Warrior, how are you looking? You're sitting in a chair, aren't you? Ah, unfortunately. Wait, I could search for body, couldn't I? Decapitated body. Yeah, but he's wearing jeans, unfortunately. Modern dungeon female body. No, that's too modern. It might be just a skeleton. So I was just looking through the things here. Yeah. Let's go for a skeleton. Because I have a beautiful slain human skeleton here that we can place here. In the corner. And we're taking another blade that is not concealed, but it is not above walls. And now we're doing the following. Let's place you here. And put you on. How can I do that? I think I can. Not sure. I wanted to. So that one is. Why are you? You're not above walls, my friend. So if I take another one and put you here, above walls. No, that's not working. Let's get rid of that one. Let's pick. We have. We have the separate parts of a skeleton. In our community bones, there it should be. Oh, okay. No, it's not working. Let's put the rib cage on top of it. And let's put the skull. Here. And let's put just some bones there. Okay, I think we know what this means. Let's just... Early in the corridor. Okay, great. That's a nice one. And you know what? There should still be something like this, but a lot less visible because it's old and that one got stuck in the wall and something broke because it jammed with all the bones in there. So there is still a path, but it's old. And we could do, to emphasize that, some scratch marks here. Okay. Okay. Save it. Let's get this room finished because there's a puzzle cube in there. And the description is onto a carved stone pedestal. An ornate stone cube rests on its surface. It's not trapped and it can be removed safely. All right, so let's do that. Let's add Yep. Oh, interesting. I didn't want to do that, but now I feel like I can scare my players a little bit. Because now they're going to suspect that there is a trap. But then, saw blade! And there is this little cube sitting there, and we are going to use a prop for that because we have those square columns. And the jungle column is just absolutely perfect for that. There you go. That's a big cube. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Okay. That looks nice. Let's save it. And let's double triple check. We have the... Yeah, we have it. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do that because I don't want to hit... I mean, it's quite obvious that there are darts coming out of those things, so I can also show a few of them. Don't open all tabs till traps. There you go. Why didn't I think about that? It would have been much cleverer to make them on opposed endings. Oh, this room. This room is torturing me. Okay. Oh, right. I need to go to, select stage. No, not 30, 35. And wait, what? Oh, that's why I'm not doing this. No, that's right. No. I'm already getting tired. So this is shooting in here, and this is shooting in here. The only reason I'm doing this is because now I can place my little arrows. No, you should not be above walls. The floor tiles are tiny now because I forgot to switch back on my grid, and the tiles are adjusting to grid size, which means that the second I go in here and say grid should be 70, we're back to normal. Okay. So let's think about lights in here. The problem is, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to give my players a light source, and they are going to cast shadows, because if you take a token and you give the token a light source, then you don't have to define separate lights, because the token will emit light and the tokens will update the shadow perspectives. Because if I'm trying to, where are my light sources out here? Content. There. So 14 squares in here is completely useless. I think 4 squares is absolutely fine. Why are you not casting light? Ah, you are. It's just, I have been streaming all day. I have been streaming with Orkenspalter TV, and I had a few meetings in the morning. And I feel like I should have restarted my computer before the stream, because it's acting quite weird now. So back to 200%. So that is nice, but how am I going to make those light sources interesting? I think probably like that. But now it's not updating anymore. Yeah, let's not try that right now, because if my computer is already fighting, then I don't want to stress it much more with light sources right now. As always, I'm going to show you the map when it's finished, and I will now go down and I've already started with some layouts here, but as you can see, the original map was ending here. So what I need to do is I need to go in here and start to readjust things a little bit. so that it kind of fits the new layout. I'm fine with them, but I'm going to edit them, and I'm going to add more of those here. So on the original map, here is a giant, like a main road that's going through Omu. So we're going to leave that area for the main road, but we have a lot of buildings that are here, and we are going to at least sketch them. Because I'm not convinced that my players are going to enter those buildings. We will see. This is terribly boring. But what we want to do, what I want to do is those are Omu. In my head, Omu is you know, they don't have those spiked roofs. They have more like flat roofs and with several stages. So what I was thinking is that I'm going to just do something like that. And give the expression that there are buildings with several well, usually they don't. Usually my computer does not act weird, but I feel like, again, I feel like I have stressed it quite a lot today, and now I'm paying the price for that. And since it's already getting late, I don't want to waste my time on fiddling with light settings that are slow, because I can fix them. I can fix them easily once I've restarted my computer. So here I'm going to take those settings. Here we're going to make another, but the entrance is going to be here. Like here's the entrance. And here is another building. Eh. Here is another building that has a fence or a wall. And it's going to have those little thingies here. We could actually, let me see, we could use that. Hey, come back. And I believe I have. Yeah, that's okay. Let's do it like that. Mm, 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 mm. I need to scale you. No, what I need to do is I need to reduce this, I believe. No? Yeah. Well, that is not the texture I was looking for. But we're going to change that. This is this texture. Okay. Now let's see if I make you a little bit smaller. I can shift you around a little bit like that. Hmm. So let's start decorating those corners a little bit. And let's say that there's another one, but you're not above walls. What else can we take? I think that one we should take. Where's my other obelisk? There's one. There you are. Wait. Stupid me. This goes below here. And we are going to put you here. Mirror. Okay. And sort you below. Okay. All right. Let's take some of the vines and let them grow here. And they should definitely be growing from the buildings. Right, there you go. Let's do the same for the other buildings. Add some lines here and there. And the moss, I think we should do some moss on those buildings as well, but that should be more transparent. And maybe on you, yeah. And let's take those. Ah, like that. Yeah, that's not going to work because I need to do the brush inside the room. Okay. That's one here. And I like finish brush. That one too. And we're going to... Oh, picked the wrong one. No, that is grid. Why do I have grid there? Oh, that was from the old map. We don't need that. Would I be ever? Oh, come on. Now I have you. Okay. Let's just park you there for a second. No, that's... Scaling 100%. And you are... 200%. Okay, that's the thing. I need to make you down. And let's get rid of you. And now I can put you here. And there. And there. Less. There. Okay, I'm fine with that. Brushing, brushing, brushing. So I want to have another building here. And let's do that quickly. Let's do something rounded here. Circle, 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 circle. And now let's see, I think we have... If I only could remember where, but we have this dome. No, it wasn't in here. No, it's not terrain. Well, map, no. Nope, 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 nope. It was flavor cathedral or cemetery. I think there it was. Oh no, it's not. It always has a base to it. How does that look? Well, actually, okay. I'm slowly getting extremely tired because it was a long day. So I will now quickly add my road here, which I'm going to construct out of dirt with old grass. No, I think this should be more like cracked dirt. Dirt with patches of, no. Ground, dirt, something like that. And scale to fit. That will make my life much easier. I hate it. Okay. But I believe this could be much bigger. That's good. And then the texture needs to be a little bit bigger too. And we're going to I did it again. What are you doing? I just wanted to add one here. Okay. Mm. No. No. What about max softness? This is on the natural stone. Natural, no, go away, dirt. Stone, natural stone. There you go. I'm just trying that. I don't know if this is actually going to be great. A snap into grid, yes. So, outer shadow. We will see. We can play around with that. I want to know if that looks... Oh, come on. Okay. That's very roadish. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, I don't like my whole road thing that I did. I do not like it. This needs to be. I'm trying to rush things now because I'm getting tired. So I will leave that for tomorrow, and I'm going to do a detailed little road here with um with columns and things that are decorating the road, and a paved stone path. But as you can see, I'm already, oh my god, I'm so tired. Um, so I will leave it like that as it is right now. I think we've made great progress. I do have my little puzzle shrine here, and yeah, I've already saved the map. Um, and I also have something where my other competitors can hide, um, and I will have more obstacles or things that they can hide behind tomorrow. And let me just quickly, because I said it and now I need it. Have a little more trees here. Okay, and let's add some of the palm trees. There could be one growing on the roof, why not? And we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for those of you who are in my time zone for staying up so late. For the rest of you, have a great day. Um, we are going to see each other, if you like, next Tuesday when we have our weekly community stream for Dungeon Fog Battle Map Editor. We will have a sneak peek at the voting that is currently going on. If you've missed that, we are having two votes or two things that we're asking you at the moment. The one is you still have time to suggest your favorite fonts for the new text tool that is coming to Dungeon Fog Battle Map Editor. How to do that? You simply sign up for Discord or join our Discord and look for the channel that's called Font Suggestion and follow the instructions there. You can suggest fonts and we will look at them, and the highest rated ones will be implemented with our release of the text tool. The second thing is a survey that we're currently doing, and that is we're asking you for the next things that you would like to see implemented in the Dungeon Fog Battle Map Editor. Now, some of you have already responded and kind of misunderstood the voting and voted on things for Deus. This is not Deus related. This is just for the roadmap of Dungeon Fog, where you would like to see what features are coming next to Dungeon Fog, and you can help us prioritize which we should start first. You can find that in our announcement channel in Discord, or you just follow the link that Lars has just posted. And start voting there. So we're going to look at this voting form and the intermediate results, because this is going on until the end of February. But we're going to look at the first week's results on next Tuesday in our Dungeon Fog stream, the community stream, starting at 7 p.m. UTC here at Dungeon Fog on Twitch. And because we're going to be in between of probably updates, there's not going to be much to talk about in the next stream. So instead, I will do a rundown of the latest maps that we've built here, and I will show and talk a little bit about the progress that my party has made. So yeah, see you all soon. Have a great weekend. I hope many of you are playing this weekend, and I hope you're having great games. So thanks for watching, and happy map making. Bye.